Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Apple. You can follow me on Instagram at Star Apple.
Hey y'all, this is Tiana. You can call me Ty. You can follow me on Instagram at Bush Ty.
If you messing with the content, make sure you go ahead, you comment, you like, you subscribe. You know, light us up a little bit. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about for real. In the last episode, this is really just like, this is a check-in, okay? We haven't spoke to y'all in a while. We haven't chopped it up for real. So we giving y'all tea. Clock it. All right, so what's
I think you got more going on than me.
honestly, I feel like it's honestly like a lot of tea. It's new booze in the neighborhood, y'all, and
Since the last time we did the video, right?
Yeah, and that last video that we did was actually pretty heated because the fellas was showing out in the comments, you know, because we were just talking about basically some preferences that women may or may not have when they're dating, and the fellas wasn't feeling it. A lot of them, they was not feeling it, but it seems like we got some fellas that's feeling us. So we starting off spicy, y'all. So just tell us, like, how is new boo life? Because I'm gonna tell y'all, first of all, I love it for my friend. I love it.
Okay, I mean, like, it's been going good. Like, I would say that realistically, this was probably like my real first healthy relationship. You know, I've been did my healing or whatever the case is, so it was just a matter of, you know, me attracting a healthy relationship. And now that I do obtain one, you know, it's definitely different from my other relationships, like completely different, you know, different ballgame. So it's kind of like you gotta relearn how to do relationships, you know what I'm saying, and unlearn the unhealthy shit, because, you know, we pick up toxic traits in toxic relationships, so we have to adjust to what's going on currently. Like, can't let your past fuck up what you have going on presently, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, absolutely. Yeah. I just so love that for you because, number one, you're talking about a lot of key points in terms of like just unlearning, like, you know, past behaviors that might be linked to trauma and, you know, whatever else past experiences. But you being in a healthy relationship, like, that is just so amazing, y'all. I feel like anybody, whether women or men, friend, you're in a healthy relationship, it really allows you to shine differently. And I'm not gonna lie, I see the glow different in my friend, you feel me? Like, it's just such a flex. It's so awesome to see.
You too, so we can talk about what's your take on it.
I love it. I feel like you said, there's a lot of accountability that has to take place when you do get into a healthy relationship, because a lot of the times you're taking what you've healed of yourself and you're meeting another person that has also done that shadow work and the things that, you know, that they've had to heal as well, and you're bringing those two together. So in some ways you start to, it's like your partner kind of hold up a mirror for you. So it's like, my man, he holds a mirror for me, and it's like I'm looking at, like, damn, sometimes I do stuff and I apologize, like,
you start acting unusual,
girl.
You be acting unusual. Like, you gotta take accountability, because at the end of the day, that's the mature thing to do. Like, if you're gonna be in a healthy relationship, that comes with, you know, you having to own up to if you fuck up. You know, you gotta make sure you pay attention to that so you don't do it again, because the reason why things get toxic is it's a pattern of things that you're doing wrong, which could cause friction in a relationship, and now it's not gonna be so healthy. So, like, it's better when it's two people that are healthy, come together, they know that, okay, cool, I know exactly how this relationship stuff works, or whatever the case may be. Like, okay, if my partner's having a problem with this, you know, I'm gonna fix this, and then if I have a problem, I'm gonna voice it the proper way. You know, we're communicating healthy, where we're listening to each other, we're not just listening to talk, we're actually taking heed to, you know, like, what they're actually saying, because at the end of the day, they're our partner. They're trying to help us in better our relationship. So
that's not your enemy.
It's not our,
I be having to remind myself, like, my man's not my enemy. Like,
we're
in this together. Sometimes I gotta remind him, like, I'm not your enemy. Like, you know, we might have different opinions on things,
and that's okay,
and we have different experiences and stuff, but like, let's remind each other, baby, I love you, it's us, you know. But we never did this in the past, but I want to try it out. Like, I want us to toast to healthy relationship.
Okay.
You feel me? I think that might be a thing we gotta do. Keep going. Make sure y'all cheers with us to healthy relationships and partners.
The lemon drops be best.
Y'all, she made this lemon drop. Funny story behind it. We was killing lemon drops over a year ago because before I got pregnant and everything, like we was hammering lemon drops to the point where it was like
Factory,
yes,
lemon drops with a grilled chicken.
It was like $20 or something like that at for a lemon drop at the Cheesecake Factory, and we used to be hammering them at least 2 plus the meal. You feel me? Pocket. But now she making her own or whatever. So, but okay, so outside of healthy relationships, like tell me one thing that you see different in like your partner from past partners. Just like 1 or 2 things that you feel like, I know this is a healthy relationship because he does this or he approaches me like this, or you know what I'm saying?
I would say that he, number one, he pays attention to detail. So like, even if, I might say something here or I'll say something there, he'll probably remember this and a third, or he'll be paying attention to like small things around the house. Like I don't buy paper plates, I don't buy forks, paper towels, tissue, all these things I used to buy. I don't buy anymore. He just tell me, oh, if it's go missing, let me know about the blah. So he basically tries to like lighten my load on a day-to-day basis. He also, I would say, he takes heed to the things that I've actually been through. Some people will listen to what you've been through and then like they'll probably, maybe be a little annoyed with what you've been through in the past, or whatever the case is, but like it's a very gentle approach that he always takes with me. So it's not like I understand why you're acting like this, but then following up after that, there's going to be some type of reassurance, right? So I don't really have no real reason to feel a certain type of way. So a lot of things got nipped in the bud more quickly than it would have if I was dealing with somebody else.
That's so crazy because when you first I don't remember if I was in like more so, I think I was kind of in the talking stage, but it was about to get serious, but I felt like you was kind of trying to delay it getting serious, because you like, I ain't never like, you know how you be, and I'm like, but girl, like the math is math, and 1 + 1 = 2, okay? Everything is adding up the way it's supposed to add up, so why won't you get into a relationship? And that's when you really have to challenge yourself and look at yourself and be like, okay, am I the problem? But shout out to you, because I feel like you've done a lot of growth since then, which really shows how a healthy partner could really allow you to really just blossom like that. That's super dope. So let's get into like, okay, hold on, let me get my take a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta do your take.
1 or 2. Let me see with my partner. I find number one, my partner don't argue back. Which I'm gonna say,
I would say,
I'm very fortunate. Like, I feel like, my ex didn't argue back either. So, fortunately, it's not something that I really too much had to experience, like dudes that like to argue. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, a man arguing back with you is more of a feminine energy. It's a feminine quality. So a lot of times if you meet a man that's more in his masculine energy, he is not going to argue back with you because he know you're doing what women do. We bicker, we banter, and all of that. So a real man is really gonna try to address the root of the issue, and as she said, like, he's gonna try to reassure you, like, baby girl, this your insecurity. Nah, he's not gonna say this your insecurity, but baby girl, like, I'm all yours, I'm not going nowhere, whatever, depending on what the issue is. But a real man is not gonna argue with you and go toe to toe. So I love that for my partner, because I feel like sometimes I'm a lot to handle. A lot of times, whoa, I'm like a bomb waiting to explode. And not for nothing, since we've had a baby, dealing with emotions, dealing with emotions while you're pregnant, during postpartum, it is not a joke. Like, I be feeling my emotions just explode. Like, I feel, how like people say they see red and stuff like that. I see like the blood like heat up, like boil in my body, and I'm like, damn, like, I would hate to be on the other side receiving my energy. You feel me? So I just love that he's very gentle with me. And that's just something, like, I love for the girls. I love that for us, and I feel like every woman should have that. He holds doors. I'm not supposed to touch a door, y'all. Okay, and I get checked about it too. If I be rushing, sometimes I get in my own self, and I'm like, this man being too slow. Let me go rushing.
Right.
You know, and he be like, baby, what you doing? Da, da, da. You know, like, you know, I can't tell you the last time for real that I bought gas, and it's like, I have a V8 engine, bro. Okay, gas is no joke.
Crazy.
My tank eat up like a full tank probably every 2 days.
That
You
gas
feel me?
not cheap.
Oh, baby. And as you said, it's more so like lightening your load, so you don't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
Because that's how you live a soft life. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, so having a man that's just making it easier for you, that's just everything.
It is.
Yeah, look
It's
at you.
like, it's like, I don't need a man.
Yeah, you do. But you need a great
yeah.
man. That's really
Yeah.
the flex. So let's get into it a little bit. Really quick, I want y'all to just drop down below one quality that you would like your next partner to have. Like this, it's a deal breaker if they don't have it. Like whatever it is. But jumping into the next thing. So where you feel like you at in life right now? Like what's
I would say I'm figuring things out. I feel like it's a lot of different things that's happening all within like the last year and some change. So I feel like it's a matter of always knowing how to adjust without, you know, the panic. Because, you know, a lot of people that we seeing change, they'll be like, oh man, or they'll look at it and be like, oh, here we go with this. Like now I gotta go deal with this or that, second, third,
Yeah.
But me, I try to more so like, all right, this isn't happening anymore.
Yeah.
This is starting now. How am I gonna, you know, maneuver on my day to day? So I would more so, you know, like just try to figure out, you know, a new game plan. I just feel like I always try to practice me creating a game plan and me actually pursuing that game plan correctly. So that's what I would say.
Crazy thing is, first of all, let's clap it up for my sister who got her own spot now, her own like literally got her own shop, you know, elevated, leveled up the space that she's lashing and doing eyebrows from. So make sure y'all check her out.
Please. Beauty by Ty, that's the Instagram.
Go book. Don't even check it out. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. Go ahead and book. And not only that, you're expanding your services relatively soon. So you guys, what can we look for with your new services?
So with my new services, last year I added microblading and micro shading, henna brows. I just started with the brows, and then this year, which is gonna be probably in like 2 weeks, coming in August, I'm gonna be adding like different types of facials that you could get done. So it's gonna be kind of like a one-stop shop type of thing. So yeah, I'm excited to do it. You know, even though it's something brand new, it's like it's something that I know that I have to do. So I'm ready to do it, you know?
So we're not gonna get into that part too much,
Right.
you know, because the haters be watching. But what I do want to know is that I remember when this came up and you were saying, you know, I'm thinking about expanding, I'm thinking about changing things up like this, you know, what should I do? Should I go all in? Like what should I do? So I want to know what inevitably was that the last straw that made you say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do? Because y'all, she's so stubborn. Like the answer be sitting on her forehead and the girl still be like, but
It's really only because, like, all right, so with the job thing, I really never really like working. Let's start there. And then like if I'm gonna always, because I was always trying to pursue my business, I'm always gonna find me an easy job to maintain. Once that job start giving me too many problems, they getting a little too strict.
It's not easy no more.
It's not for me. So I'm like, you know what? I've been doing lashes for 7 years. I have gained my clientele through referral based only. So last year was the first year that I actually opened up to the public for them to book, but majority of my clientele was referral based. So kind of everybody knows somebody, or it's something like that. Everybody, oh, go here. So it was just like, why not? Like, what's the worst that can happen, let alone being that I've been doing it for this long. I know around about what my income is. Realistically, the main reason why I was having a job was to have benefits, health insurance, dental, because that stuff is not cheap.
Yes.
But realistically, it's like when I thought about it, I'm like, well, if I gave it a little bit more time in a day, I know I could make way more than I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't be kind of like an issue.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let me just do it.
I love that for you. Y'all, if y'all know like how she really is as a person, everything is like, well, what if this happened? What if that happened?
It do be like that.
And I'll be like, girl, and what if it works out? Like,
she do.
you know, so I'm just so proud of her in taking this next step. This is a huge step, you know, just me knowing her persona and who she is. Normally she like things to be calculated. Like if I can't calculate it, we got a problem. But you know, I think when it comes to reaching certain levels of success, it's like we just gotta learn to trust God when we're closing certain chapters and then going into new ones. We just gotta trust that He gonna show out about us.
Exactly.
Every
so
time.
What about your new chapters that you're opening up and going into?
Girl, it's too many chapters for
exactly. She's a jack of all trades. Okay.
Which I'm trying to scale that behavior back because I feel like
you're not.
I feel like I'm so good. I'm genuinely so good at so many different things. Like sometimes I could get caught up, you know, just trying to do too much at once. But I feel like in this season, my number one focus is just being an amazing mom, and I feel like that in itself. Shout out to the mommies, because mommies and daddies, shout out to y'all, the active daddies that's showing up. But it is not easy, and I'm gonna just talk about being a mom because as moms, we're the nurturer. You feel me? So even though you got two parents, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You want 50-50 on the baby, yes, but the mommy is always you're the nurturer. And it shows, you know, definitely scientifically and biologically from the fact that we're the ones that carry the child. So, you know, you carry the child and they're depending on your lungs, your organs, your everything is being shifted and moving around to hold that child. So you have such an intimate relationship with your baby before they're even born. And then, you know, when they do get here, you gotta feed them with your titties. You feel me?
So
like
you gotta feed them with your titties.
with your titties. And it's like, you know, shout out to, you know, people that do formula and whatever, but really like breastfeeding is such a selfless act. I never knew until I knew.
Being a parent is a selfless act. Okay?
Yes. So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, it was like breastfeeding plus being a mommy, you know, girl, that is hard. I don't know how people do it.
You doing this when you ask yourself.
And some days I really be like, damn, I don't know how I do it. I just do it. I don't think about it. You feel me? Because that's my baby. So I'm
it's
do
gonna be a
whatever
natural
about
thing.
mine.
Yeah, it's gonna be a natural thing. Like, this is just something I gotta do before anything else.
It's probably all I'm gonna get to do today. Because the way my baby boy be coming, like, he don't care about my plans. He don't care about nothing. Like, you know, so this season, that's just where I'm at, and I'm just trying to stay afloat because I do think it's a new role. Like, when you become a new parent, you definitely shed the old version of you. Yeah. And I feel like I've definitely had to put in some work in just grieving the old me, and, you know, like, just really appreciating this new identity that I'm taking on, and trying to see how can I still have friends? How can I still maintain my relationships? How can I still be a boss ass? So I feel like a lot of those things are things I'm struggling with, but I'm doing a damn good job right now. So but yeah, outside of mommy world, I'm working on some stuff. I can't talk about it yet because we just doing big drops around here. We ain't doing all that talking. We doing big drops, but y'all can expect to see some really dope stuff. I'm putting the time, effort, and energy into studying, into learning, into, you know, just really going down this new path and this new journey. And I just know we finna be billionaires. I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. You feel me? So, we'll keep y'all posted on, you know, the rest of what's to come. But, y'all, my girl hurt her foot. We gonna talk about this boot that she walking around with.
The boot is really crazy. The boot, I've been in the boot since Memorial Day weekend. Now, most people would sit here and assume that, you know, oh, did you fall down, or did you get in a fight, or were you doing this, were you doing that? Nothing is the real answer, because no one's gonna assume that all I did was roll my foot over in a fucking platform sandal.
It's that sandal.
It's that sandal. I still got the sandals.
I would be so upset with that shit.
I'm traumatized. Mind you, I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe if I would be able to get out of it in a month, you know, it might not be, the shoe won't be on probation. I might think about wearing it or whatever the case is, but I'm in month 2 now with the boot, and next month is we might get out the boot, we might not. He gave me, I went from a big boot to a mini boot junior. So I don't know when I'm gonna get out of it. Basically, he's saying the bone that I fractured is one of the bones that take longer periods of time to heal. So when I look it up, it'll be like, yeah, this particular bone takes about an average of 2 to 3 months, you know, depending on the person, how old you are, whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Damn. Right, y'all. She has so much plans to be a hot girl this summer. It baffles me, bro.
I did. I could not believe it. I couldn't do anything. I can't do nothing. Like, literally, when I was on my way to my appointment, my first foot appointment, this was the first 90-degree day. It's smelling like margaritas and tacos outside. And I got this hot ass boot on. I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, don't get it twisted. I still be outside though. Everybody knows I still be outside.
Y'all, first of all, I just had to look. She was walking past me, and I had to look down to make sure the boot was on. Cause I'm like, you walking hella quick. Like,
we too much in. I'm getting equipped with this boot. Like, I'm just gonna adapt to my environment. Okay.
But y'all, she was in the club with the boot like 2 weeks ago.
Yep. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
That's crazy, but
had this little boot on, make sure I'm in a section where, you know, not too many feet are at, or whatever the case is, and had my little drink, a seat, some hookah, whatever.
I think it just it's again for me a reminder that you could plan as much as you want to plan, but it's like God gonna have that final say so, because this was her outside summer.
I did say that. I was like, oh, this gonna be my summer.
She did.
I'm gonna party it up, because next year I plan on getting married and having a kid. And so I was like, I was gonna pack it up this summer, and now I'm just already packed up.
God said, listen,
I'm already packed up.
Listen here, y'all need to be outside no more.
I'm already packed up, so I don't know. I guess we just gotta maybe turn up for Labor Day.
I guess. I mean, stroller and booze.
Yo, what's about stroller and booze, girl?
Are y'all pulling up to the, like, mommy's daddies? Are y'all pulling up to the function with the stroller and the little drink?
I know that's gonna be me. Me and my baby gonna be outside.
So let's get into this new genre, this new chapter where I feel like everybody's low key having a baby.
Yeah, we getting to that age.
That's what I was saying. We're at the age, right?
Yeah, we're definitely at the age where, like, literally last weekend I saw 3 engagements. That's not a regular weekend for me, because I be seeing engagements maybe here, maybe there. Only a few people get married young and stuff like that. They want to make that decision, but now we getting older. I see more proposals. I see more ceremonies, whether they went to the courthouse or they had actual reception. I see more gender reveals and baby showers. It's just, I'm like, oh, this is happening. And then, of course, I feel like being our age, it's like it's a mix of so many things that could be a lifestyle. Yeah, like some people could be full blown married, kids, house, dog. Some people could still be just partying, having a blast, no responsibilities. Some people are dog moms. Some people are real moms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like some people actually have families and they building houses, or they traveling the world. Everybody got a different reality. So be like, you gotta focus on yourself. Whatever your reality is, you keep it. That's exactly what it is. You know, whatever they put on social media is what they want people to see.
That's it. And
that's literally it. It's not nothing really much to it. Like, okay, they letting us in on the engagement, the ceremony, the wedding. But other than that, they didn't put it up there. We wouldn't know. Other than that, we'll be living our own life like we usually do every single day. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's no specific place to be, you know, now.
I fully agree with that. I feel like now more than ever, I feel like it's all about making you happy, like figuring out what makes you happy and then going for that, figuring out what type of lifestyle you want and then going for that. Because I'm literally at a point right now where it's like, I feel like I'm inching more and more to wanting to live on a farm.
Farm?
Yeah, I just want land, and I want me and my munchkins and my man and my cows and my chickens and my horses to be on this big plot of land minding our business. You feel me?
A farm?
A farm. I want to wake up to the chickens.
She always going to do the outside of the box. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I want that for me so bad, and it's so interesting because I don't think I ever really wanted that. I know that I used to say like all the time, I don't want to retire in the U.S. I would retire in, I would retire in Jamaica or something. But along with that, it's like I just want a bunch of land, and I just want to be able to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to feed my family myself. I don't want us to have to go to the grocery store and do. It's just, I think in society we've just gotten so carried away with having the ease of access, and for me, I'm seeing the price that we pay to have everything so easily accessible. The food is just not, the food is causing more harm than it's doing good. The medicines causing more harm than good for the most part, not in every situation, but for the most part. And it's just like, bruh, my next baby, I want to be on the farm pushing him out. Like, let me on some hay. Let me just, do me. For real.
A farm? Yo, so you want to raise animals? Are you going to be the one, like, raising the animals? Are you going to be the one feeding them? Up that shit?
A little bit, but I want some hired help.
Yeah, because I'm about to say you about to be, that's big shit to clean up. Literally.
I would have to have some hired help. But what's wrong with that? You hire some people that could work the farm. Like, you come every day and you do certain things, and this is why I'm gonna pay you on a weekly basis. Yeah.
But then what about? See, I'm just big on shit. What about the smelling of shit?
I mean, my house is not gonna be where the farm animals are.
So how close is it gonna be? Like,
you have like your ranch. Yeah, like it gotta be like a big land, and you have the immediate home, and then further out, it's not on top of the home, but you have like your ranch section where you have all your animals and stuff like that. You have your barnyard and whatever that houses certain animals. Yeah. But you shouldn't smell it. In fact, you should be able to smell wide open, like trees and flowers. Like, it should be fresh air. We don't got no fresh air.
You're gonna get a whiff of cow manure.
I mean, I'd rather smell that than the sewer, low key. Because in the inner cities, you still smell a lot of, it's a lot of pollution, a lot of garbage. So I'd rather smell a little horse or cow manure over people.
I can't smell anything. I can't smell nothing. I don't want to smell nothing. I need like some centralized air. I would have like a big house, patio, like a 2-story deck, big backyard, driveway, and I host all the family events.
I know that's what the setup she going for. You want to host everything.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta have the big house and the big patio. I gotta have a big house,
big patio, little pool or whatever. Everything there, so nobody ever be like, oh yeah, we can't though, because I got a 2-story deck with the pool on it, and I got a backyard, and I got a patio, and I have a front yard. So I mean, like, where else do we have to go?
Yeah.
I think everything is, settled here.
Well, I guess we could always visit each other. That's what we was gonna have to do that anyways. You feel me?
I'm gonna have to put whatever shoes I need to put on when I go there. Stepping in
like
mud
the
and
boots.
shit.
You gotta wear the boots, like the little rain boots and stuff like that.
Shitty ass boots. That's exactly what the fuck it's gonna be. Hella mud and dirt and all the other extra stuff on there. Like, no.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our chit chat episode today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let us know